Hey, I'm Tom Gilmet. I'm in New Hampshire at a buddy of mine's house. We're in his backyard. I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes.
That was my best one.
I have this awesome setup here. This is a Sony Vaio computer, and I'm using this Sony Vaio computer to record high speed, 718 frames a second off of this camera here. Take a look here, just a little box, that's all it is, with a Nikon mount and a Nikon lens. It's a 55mm f1.2. And what I'm doing is, inside this camera body, there is memory. It's like solid state memory. It records an infinite loop over and over again every 13 seconds. So what you do is you start the trigger on the computer, you have your high speed event occur, and then you hit stop. And then what you do is then you have to pull the information off of this solid state memory, render it out as an AVI file on the Sony Vaio computer. So it's powered by this connector here. There's a battery here with a cigarette lighter adapter and an inverter plugging into this standard power supply. Back up here, this is a standard Cat5 cable. It's a gigabit Ethernet cable which accesses that memory I was talking about inside the camera. It runs down this Ethernet cable to the back of the Sony Vaio computer, plugs right in, and then I use a bit of software. The software here allows me to access this camera. It allows me to set white balance, it allows me to set the frame rate, the shutter speed. All that is done through this computer. It also lets me access those files that were recorded on here so that I can render them out as AVI files uncompressed. So one of the hardest shots in this entire shoot, there's only 4 shots in the sequence, is the very last shot where my buddy Dave is firing a lacrosse ball at the camera. And what I'm literally doing is pulling focus. Since the shot is so fast, I am ripping focus instead of pulling focus, trying to time it just when the lacrosse ball leaves the stick to when it's flying through the air in that split second, and then when it hits the back of the net. And that's been the hardest thing. We've done probably about 20 takes. Combination of Dave trying to hit a sweet spot in the net and a combination of me trying to pull my focus in this fading light is really tricky.